You're now tuned in to J&P and the E Pounds on Sounds, Season 2, Episode 3. This is the big recap of not last week's, but the week before's DJ battle between E and myself, the J&P. So what we're
Yeah.
going to go over today is the who's, what's, when's, where's, and why's of our track list. Maybe we'll grade this battle like L's and W's too, I guess. I mean, we got to do it somehow, but we'll do round for round. So we got 12 rounds. We're going to do the best of the 12 rounds, according to us. Chime in if you have anything to say about it. We're live on record.
Live on the internet.
So, I think the coin toss was won by you. I think I chose dime
Yep.
in the coin toss.
Yep. And it was a nickel.
That means I got to kick it off. So
I deferred to you, yeah.
Yeah, you deferred to me to punt the ball, if you will. So with that being said, I decided, at this point in the game, I said, all right, well, I'm gonna start it off. I'm going back. I'm not gonna go too far back, but I'm gonna kick this thing off in the early stages. So I'm talking 80s hip hop. The early shit. So I chose Ultramagnetic MCs, and the song was Ego Trippin'. It might be called Ego Trippin'.
Ego Trippin'.
Something. It might have more of a name to it, but I call it Ego Trippin', and that's my jam. It's got the little introduction. It's got the synthetic substitution drums, simple samples. Simple Sed G, ultra style samples. But man, that shit gets knocking. It comes in hard. That say what? Peter Piper? The hell of childish rhymes. That's a diss towards Run DMC, which I thought would probably be one of your first joints, because I know you're a pretty bout it Run DMC fan.
I am.
But
yes, I am.
That was my choice. A little bit of the reasoning behind my choice, and still probably one of the toughest songs there is up until like the second verse. It does get long, but it does get better when Kool Keith returns in the full album cut.
Yeah. No, you came out swinging with that one for sure, and that is a very hype song. Gets the party started. Kool Keith's first verse on there is just like one of my favorite hip hop lines of all time.
Yeah, you use a cymbal
So
back
great.
and forth. Kool Keith sounds
Such
like
a good song.
he sounds like a toddler too. He's so young, man.
Yeah, man, that was a good one.
So good. Ego Trippin'.
Ego Trippin', number one.
Let me also add. I got that cut from Vinyl Exams, the mixtape. I think it's a Bobbito Garcia mixtape.
Right,
so that is where
nice.
I pulled. I couldn't find the 12-inch of that, but I did not dig completely into my pre-90s selections.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if I have it anyway. But I knew I wanted that song, and I did find it on Vinyl Exams.
Excellent. That was a good one, man. I came with a little gem, one of my favorite throwback albums, Frankie Cutlass, the song "Pay Your Dues," the compilation track with Keith Murray, got Smith and Wesson, I believe, on it.
Yeah,
Nice.
definitely some boot camp folks, huh?
Yeah, it was the downside to that pick was it was a censored track. So I wasn't too happy about that.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, unless you're prepared for that, and it's a song that could really see. I didn't notice it when we were going through, but I was also doing other things.
Yeah. So there's a couple lines obviously that got censored out, but it's still kind of, I think it flowed well coming back from that Ultramagnetic uppercut. And that's a great album. I think that vinyl record, if I'm not mistaken, no, it was the cassette tape. I had the cassette tape originally back when I lived in Pittsburgh, like 1996, 97-ish. And then I found that record recently in a flea market or a garage sale or something like that. So
So that's
definitely a good
nice.
one.
That's got a nice little backstory to it.
Yeah,
How
I
that's a
just that was a great. That's got that Puerto Rico.
I was gonna
Whoa.
say, yeah, that Frankie Cuts is heavy Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
A lot of a lot of Puerto Rican on that thing.
So that was my number one track. So I mean, round.
To be honest with you, man, I would have never expected that track to be on that list at all. I thought there was at least 12 dozen more records that you could have chosen. I'm gonna have to say, man, disappointed in the track selection.
Oh man. Yeah,
I
it
mean,
doesn't. It definitely loses the round. But I encourage you to go and listen to that song in your headphones.
yeah, I will. I will. What's the name of the song again?
Pay your dues.
Pay your dues. I
Pay
will
your
give it.
dues. Pay your dues. You gotta listen to that, man. In the headphones, you're gonna love it.
I'll do it. I'll do it on my drive to work tomorrow. That's a good time for it.
Yeah, if not the
So,
whole album, that whole album's pretty decent.
so ding, 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 right? I get the card pulled in my direction,
Yeah,
which,
you get it.
which I faithfully agree. That is a good. Why don't you start the next one? We'll do make it take it.
All right. So I'll read off your track.
Yeah, you describe what's going on there.
All
Yeah,
right. So you came in with a little Easy E, real M, F, and G's, which
yeah.
is I was that a precursor to Dre Day, or did that come out after Dre Day?
That came out after Dre Day.
Okay, so Easy was pissed.
Easy was
Dre
pissed.
Dre dropped a bomb. The Chronic album introduced the world to Snoop Doggy Dogg. He was riding high. Easy's kind of struggling. He has AIDS and shit. I don't know if he knew he had AIDS at the time of that making that song or not. But it's a decent song. I was never a huge fan of that song.
Yeah,
So if I were to pick one on your list, Justin, I think probably didn't live up to the challenge. It might have been that one.
is that right? Easy E real motherfucking G's.
Never a fan of that album so much, or EP or whatever it was.
Why do you think that is? Just were you like
Probably because
were you on you're on Dre's side, huh?
yeah, I was definitely on Dre's side. I mean, when Dr. Dre dropped The Chronic, I was in ninth or 10th grade, maybe, and we were listening to that, walking around the streets, drinking 40s, doing, hanging out in the woods, having fun. I mean, that was the
Yeah.
soundtrack to my life for
Yeah.
a long time, and I was totally on the Dre side of things. I was on the Ice Cube side of things. I was never a big Easy E supporter when he was solo,
See,
but
I
I respect him, man.
always gravitated towards the E, towards
Yeah,
the easy motherfucking E, man. I don't know what it was. I feel like we were kindred spirits in a way. Well, just he, he got helped along, man. He was there though. He's got some
yeah,
great lines too. I mean, I don't care who wrote them, but when those deliver like the posse cut lines, man, some of the weirdest lines written ever. The pleasure, the pain, the
yeah.
wing ding
He's
inflicted. But that's another song. So from that
I,
track,
I totally respect his game, no doubt.
so that was my easy track. I thought that was a swing. I thought that was I was going at least for the outfield. I didn't think it was going to be a home run. But you came through with the home run for sure on the next one, and I got to bow down to Dre Day because you answered my diss track with the original track, so I fucked up on round two big time because maybe I should have started with Dre Day. Maybe I should have
Yeah,
just put that song on my list, which it was in the cut. I had that album pulled, but I didn't get it in time. I just failed. What was I doing playing an answer to a diss track? But there's something about the way that bass comes in. That bass comes in with that.
yeah.
I think there is a generation of kids out there that may. I don't think I think the margin's small, but there is. I bet you there was a couple high fives for me on that one.
I mean,
However,
out of the seven views we got on that, to date.
I
I'm
would like
sure.
to I would like to reach out to the 7 individual listeners and see, what their scorecard looked like. But
Yeah.
my opinion, man, and you could battle my opinion. You could go against it or refute it, but you won that second round with Dre Day.
No, I agree. And to be honest with you, I had that in my backup pile, and I probably wasn't gonna play Dre Day. I was thinking of playing 187. That was on that single.
Which brings us to the next round.
It
And
does. Ding 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 ding.
yeah,
Round
round
three.
3, Dre Day, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, 187 deep cover. So I kind of played this. Now see, this may have fucked my flow up a little bit because now I'm battling your last track. So we're on a different round, but here I am putting in little jabs, but still it's a contender for its own round. So I'm sticking with it. There is no back down on this, but that's one of the best songs there is too. Snoop's intro to the rap game, just
Yep.
goddamn good too. And that bass line, we all know.
Mm-hmm.
You can't front on that bass line. Those drums, those are slide drums, Sly Stone, you
Yep.
know, sing a simple song, I think. And then there's the I could feel it. That's if you give me a second, I could probably come up undisputed. No, who is it? I think it might be Undisputed Truth who belts that line out. I can feel it with the crack smoke intro.
Oh yeah. It's a good one.
And
That came out. Do you remember? I
you
mean, when
know,
that came out, that was before the Chronic album, even I believe.
yeah, it was deep cover, deep cover. I could probably the movie's over there, but I won't get up.
Yeah.
You could look it up. What year do you think that is?
Uh,
90,
man.
90,
Oh, so let's see.
92?
Dre Day.
That's 93, isn't it?
See here. Dre Day single was 1992.
I'm gonna put out an album called Gray Day.
Yeah, right. That could be the name of our next group.
Yeah, Gray Day.
Let's see. So that song, according to Wikipedia, was April 1992.
92 was 187.
Yep. And Nothing But a G Thing.
Side note too, I got two different copies of that 12-inch, and they're two different mixes down to the maybe even like there's different verses too. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll sneak that into a playlist somewhere along the lines at some point.
Because there's a remix of the song entitled 187, later known as Deep Cover, on the Fuck with Dre Day single. That's the single that I had. So I did have the remix on that 40 or the 12-inch single that I had to play, but I played Dre Day instead.
So would you follow up with?
So I kind of switched it from the West Coast Dr. Dre Compton camp and went with some Q-Tip, the song NT off of Amplified, featuring Busta Rhymes. The best song on that Q-Tip Amplified track, produced by Jay Dilla and Q-Tip. Just kind of a banger. I like that song a lot. I've always loved that track.
Now that Frank Cuddy had to have been produced by Frank Cuddy, right?
Yes, it was. Yep. Another thing to mention here too with this competition of ours, this back and forth, we were not to duplicate artists or duplicate producers. Not, each of us respectively.
Right.
So, obviously, you might have had a Dre beat, I had a Dre beat. That doesn't count, but I was not to duplicate producers in my 12 picks. Hopefully I didn't.
Yeah,
I'm
because
pretty
I was
sure I
gonna
did.
I was gonna say there's a good chance that a Dilla I could have easily snuck two Dillas in there, because he's got some classic songs, but luckily I don't think I did, and I think I didn't even bust out my well, maybe that is we'll get there, but Q-Tip featuring Busta, it's a pretty good track. It's a pretty good track, man, but I don't know, man. See, like, also I wanted to get some West Coast in there too. So I made a valiant effort to include West Coast tracks. I did I did make a little checklist while I was pulling out tracks to see West East.
Nice.
I didn't want to have 10 East Coast tracks and only two West Coast because that's it's just I was trying to mix it up at least enough. I sacrificed one or two just to give because honestly, if I had to choose between the East or West Coast, who's coming with the bangers, it's gonna be an East Coast victory.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good songs West Coast cats do, like Abstract, Rude, like AWOL One got some bangers, but like I don't know if they would make that bang, the battle list, if you will.
Oh, Living
So
Legends. Living
Q-Tip,
Legends.
yeah, Living Legends, they all got great songs. Grouch, like Murs, all those cats, they got like great songs, but like it'd be hard to fit them into a battle format,
Yeah.
Be like, what is this shit?
So yeah, I mean that's a tough that round's a tough one for me
Yeah,
at
well,
least.
I mean, let's one, you want?
You really can't give that one to Q-Tip.
I mean, am I losing because I went, off of your last one? Is that? I don't think that's fair. I mean, because I do it again right now. Let's call. I'm gonna put a box there. We're gonna come back to this. Maybe we'll do some kind of online poll with the undecided.
That would be cool.
I feel like there's a better song on that Q-Tip album, but you probably don't have the record of it, huh?
Oh yeah, I got the album.
On record? The whole
Yep.
record? Okay.
Yeah. It's a full length album.
I feel like there may be a better track than that, even though that's a good track.
I don't know. I mean, you got Vibrant Thing. You got a song with it features a song with the dude from Korn.
No, that ain't it.
Make the list.
I'm gonna put that on my I'm gonna put that on my list. Of course, I don't have Dre Day or I don't have 187 on digital format. I
You
look it
don't
up
have,
on
yeah, I need
YouTube.
that Apple list, that Apple playlist, and that was one that I could not find on Apple Music.
It'll be on YouTube. I'm gonna play those back. Something tells me that 187 is gonna take it.
I don't know. I think it kind of has to, because I mean, how does that song lose in any sort of battle? Dang it! I can't find it. It's around
Don't
here
worry about
somewhere.
it. Don't worry about it. We got all summer.
But here's that Dre Day 12, and it's called 187. No, it's original track from the soundtrack. Maybe it's
Yeah,
not
I
the
think
remix.
that's one of the ones I have, and I have another copy too.
All right, so that takes us to what you followed up Q-Tip with Mr.
Yeah,
Busta Bus.
with Bus a Bus, of course.
Everybody Rise. That's off of Countdown to Extinction Level Event, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Great album.
Yeah, it was a good one. That's a good track too. That's gonna be a hard one. I'm not looking down yet, but looks like you followed it with Buckshot, some
The Black
BDI
Moon.
thug,
Black Moon.
Black Moon.
My favorite, one of my top 10 hip hop albums is that Black
What's
Moon Warzone. Love it.
Warzone? Is that the song? Warzone?
That's the album.
What's the song you played?
Come get some. So good.
I'll tell you what though, that Bust the Bus when that shit kicks in and he starts spouting off cities, man, and hits you with that Everybody Rise. He swallows that Black Moon up, man.
Yeah. If we're trying to get the party started, that one's definitely going to be a little more hype than the Black
Like
Moon.
like that's some shit. Like, I didn't play it either, and I'll mention it now. One of my no, I'll wait. But like that's one of those tracks that like when I listen to ride my bicycle when I'm in the wrong side of town, I'll put some shit like that in just in case somebody tries to yank my bike from me. Like I'm ready to go on site, you know. Like that Busta Rhymes Everybody Rise that'll get me violent, you know. I will
Nice.
defend mine.
I like it.
I, that's a good tip too for anybody on a bicycle going through the wrong neighborhood. Then you got headphones in, just put some Busta Rhymes in, just put some real aggressive music in, something that'll keep you on your toes a little bit until you at least get on a safe and narrow path where you're safe.
Yeah, you
It's my
definitely
trick.
don't want to get bike jacked listening to Strawberry Fields Forever.
Nah, or Pearl Jam.
Hey, Pearl Jam might depending on the
Yeah, I
album
guess.
you
I
listen to
mean,
might.
I'm still alive, man. That 10 album's pretty good. Is that a red solo cup or is that an orange solo cup?
Orange.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, we can decide this one later with
No, I mean
maybe
I would vote Busta Rhymes on that one.
I would too. I mean, I definitely would myself. And
So yeah,
I was gonna play Woo-Ha, you know. That was my alternative Bus a Bus track,
yeah.
but I just on the count, you know, I had them both out there and I just grabbed that one and put it on. Woo-Ha's one of my favorite though.
If it
I
followed
think it,
the Q-Tip song with Busta pretty good too, you know. So that was a nice blend. Did you have
yeah.
any did you have any predetermined sequence of how you wanted to present your tracks?
No, but the thing is, I had like four songs that I wanted to play last, you know? So that kind of like, that wasn't going to work out because you can
Yeah.
only play one song last. So,
Well, you played two songs last actually.
well, I dropped one in there for, that's an unofficial.
Bonus track.
Yeah, that's a bonus track. That wasn't a contender.
All right,
So
man. So,
that was Black Moon, Come Get Some, and I'm gonna play that back. I'm gonna play
oh
those
yeah.
two back to back a couple times tomorrow and see how I feel about it. But like Busta Rhymes always had a soft spot for him, kind of like you know he hit at the right time for me too. And he got that song with Janet Jackson, gonna make your body wet, and like he's like in the background going yeah. And as the song progresses, like come the third chorus, she's like gonna make your body wet. He's like you can tell he's just like blowing veins out of his neck screaming. Like his screams get way more aggressive, way more intense. So like he's got the passion. Hard to, it's Black
Is
Moon's
that
so
is that your
tough though.
favorite Busta Rhymes album?
I mean,
Extinction Level
I
Event?
think so, man. I really think so. That's a fucking great album. Plus, it's like before he started wearing those like shiny like vests, leather vests, you know.
Well, I don't know. That might have been.
He had shiny shit like suits, puffy suits and stuff, but like he wasn't like chest naked yet, quite yet.
Yeah,
He took a little MTV turn, you know. He got chest naked later on.
yeah.
Since
That's definitely, I think, my favorite Busta Rhymes album. Although The Coming,
yeah, the coming
1996, his
coming's good too.
debut is pretty damn good.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make a note too. I'm gonna compare those two albums.
Yeah, I'd like to do that as well. I might have to rethink that because that looking at the track listing for The Coming right now is pretty tight. And you know what I love about that is Abandoned Ship. You know, great song. At the end of it, it's got the loop, the
Boom,
sample.
boom, 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 boom,
That's
boom.
for what song is it? That's for
That's woo-ha.
is that Wuha? Oh, all right, so yeah,
Got you all. And like that's one of my favorite like all-time hip hop phrases. You froze? I think you're froze. Where'd you go?
all right, we'll see if this holds out.
There you are. Yeah, I lost you again. So
All right.
what's going on over there?
I don't know, man. I got a kids playing video games and watching streaming YouTube, and it's high traffic internet right now.
All right, well let's run through this. Round five. Round five.
Yeah, man.
Ghetto
This
boys.
one, yeah, Ghetto Boys. Yes, yes, y'all. All right, you won this one. Mark that as a W in your column.
Well, I got it right here. Boom.
And I mean, and I hit you back hard with Alcoholics Make Room. I mean, that's a
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You hit me with Beastie Boys.
no. I got the Alcoholics Make Room.
Nah, son, that was mine. That's my next one.
Oh, that was the two for two, right? That was a you did two and then I did
Yeah,
two,
that
right?
must be. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All
So
right,
I
gotcha.
hit you with the Ghetto Boys Alcoholics
Uh,
duo,
that's
which by the
man,
way,
that's
Ghetto Boys does by all means deserve to be in this list of, 10, 12
oh yeah,
knockouts. But
absolutely.
they definitely earned it being from Texas. So like that's why
Yep.
that's there. Yeah, Ghetto Boys. I dropped Ghetto Boys, and I dropped Alcoholics Make Room because I could listen to that first fucking minute of Alcoholics Make Room. I could listen to that for a day straight, not get sick of it. Just that first verse,
Yeah,
and
that's good stuff.
knock you out the whatever. That's a
I had that one queued up in my pile.
yeah, no, that's too bad you didn't get it off because I would have to bow down to that. There's not. I mean, there's. I mean that defeats Busta. Everybody that defeats Busta for sure. Plus, it's got that Public Enemy, wow, wow, wow. So
Hmm.
like I put that in there as kind of like a taunting you because I know you're about that Def Jam life back then, and that song would be a good song too. But if I was gonna use that noise, man, it's gonna be the Alcoholics, who we seen by the way in
Yes, we did.
Kalamazoo, Michigan,
Yes, we did.
sober as shit. I think so, right? I think we were
You,
sober. I was.
yeah, you were. Yeah, I know Tash wasn't.
No, he wasn't. I
They,
think he
they,
was on like mescaline or
Quaaludes.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was on a Quaalude or something.
he was on peyote.
Yeah, so you hit me good with that one too. I mean, that one too took out the Beastie Boys and EPMD, so that's pretty.
Yeah, that Beastie
That's saying
Boys
something.
Alive is pretty good too. Beastie Boys Alive was a good track to play. Beastie Boys and EPMD. EPMD, man, I thought that was a weird choice of EPMD track to play.
So what you saying?
Maybe not.
I don't know.
Because I looked at a couple EPMD joints, but I figured you'd for sure have EPMD locked, and I couldn't. Richter scale was where I kept like wanting to grab the Richter scale
Yeah, I thought
because
I had a tough time picking out the EPMD to use, but
that's
It,
my
it seemed to
EPMD
blend pretty
album.
well with the Beastie Boys Alive. And then when we decided to do it back to back too, I went with that little blend. So
So that's 5 and 6. So I get the W on both cuts then, huh?
yeah, I'm afraid so.
I'm killing you on this thing. But I mean, go figure. I got the stash, you know?
Yeah,
I don't get me wrong. I wouldn't sell you short, man. I think if this is any format type of collection of tracks, I think you have the low blows, the uppercuts, the stiff jabs. You're the rugged man of good tracks. But yeah, that Beastie Boys Alive was pretty good. And EPMD, I seen it coming. Which, but obviously, in my fashion, brings us to the next track, next round, round 7. I had to play Beastie Boys Intergalactic. I think it's my favorite Beastie Boys song of all time. I remember when it came out. I remember going to get the CD. I remember going to get the record. It was my first record I ever purchased. And just to this day, man, as soon as I hear that shit going, I just like it's that hype up. It's that hype music, man. Plus, with all
yeah,
these
it's a good
Beastie
one.
Boys things going on right now, like the book and the movie, and I was like, I gotta play something Beastie Boys. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be Intergalactic. I
Good
really
one.
like I really like Sabotage, Ad Rock's The King, but
Yeah.
like I don't think it really filled you know, the void, my Beastie void. So I had to play something, pay homage ultimately. White boys from the city,
Definitely.
which you followed up with. Wait, did I?
Oh, so that was another
So,
back to
so
backer.
yeah,
We
so
did
that
two.
was
We did 2 rounds of back to backs.
yeah. So I went from Beastie Boys directly into Rozelle, All I Know, which Rozelle's a Roots crew member, or at least affiliated, or was at the time. Philadelphia, I think. Um,
Born and raised.
beatboxer,
That was an interesting pick, but
sound
I like that
sound
song.
sound effect master. I mean, that's a good song. That's a Pete Rock banger too.
Is the Pete Rock beat?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Yeah, that's Pete Rock. So I got a little bit of Petey in here, Petey boy.
Nice. That was a good one.
Speaking of Pete Rock, do you listen to Sands on Sports?
Not yet. Nope.
Yeah, you gotta listen to that. Pete Rock, it's Grap Lava, but pretty good. Jay Sands, man, he's cool. He's a cool dude. So all right, so I got the Beastie Boys and Rozelle. Would you come back with?
So I hit you with some BDP, Duck Down, and
Oh
some
yeah.
Cypress, How I Can Just Kill a Man.
Ah
And
man,
that was a 45 banger. The How I Can Just Kill a Man. And BDP was a 12-inch single produced by what's his name, Kenny Parker. So I don't know, man. I think I might have you on this combo. Cypress Hill and BDP. I know you weren't really feeling the Duck Down, but that Duck Down is pretty legit.
no, I was w- w- I was shocked. I don't know if it showed on the video, but when I heard that intro come in, dude, I was like, oh shit, he got me. Because he talks about smacking you and then how I could just kill a man is a pretty good it's a good track. You know what? I'm gonna give them both to you, man. It's like, yep,
Look at that
yeah.
fist.
Look at that shoulder. I'm worried about his collarbone. He looks a lot like
This
Tyson.
This sucker's clean too.
Jurgen got that for you.
That's right, he did.
Yeah, for your 30th birthday.
That's right, man. This is a knockout banger there. Love it.
Yeah.
Produced by Pal Joey, one of my favorite restaurants.
Shout out to Pal Joey's. What up, D?
I need to learn more about Pal Joey.
Yeah,
Do you know much
what's up?
about Pal Joey? Like, what else has Pal Joey produced?
I don't know, man. I don't know nothing about Pal Joey. I thought it was Kenny P, man. Is Kenny P on there at all?
Yeah, so Duck Down. All right, so actually, yeah, Duck Down is produced by Pal Joey and KRS One. It's got Like a Throttle and We In There, produced by Kenny Parker.
Yeah,
No, just We In There, actually, by Kenny.
I felt that I felt that BDP beatdown when it came on.
Well, good.
It's hard for me to because I had a sort of set of emotions come through when I heard that. I'll let it go, but you don't just get to take away Intergalactic from me like that. But it is KRS too, so like I can't, he's my favorite. He's the teacher.
And Cypress Hill, I mean, How He Just Kill a Man is a revolutionary hip hop track from the early 90s.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you're
mean, that
absolutely right.
Cypress Hill album was something else.
Not to mention it, you just killed me on the last track too. So you get the W there.
Thank you.
That's on 7 and 8.
These next
Excuse me.
couple rounds, I think, will be interesting
9, 10, 11, and 12.
comparisons. So these next ones are going to be fun. These were, back to one to one.
Yes, sir.
You knocked it out the park with J Live and Bragging Rights.
Yeah, which Triple Threat J Live. If you've ever seen J live, and he knocks this one down flawlessly. I mean, that's all there is. Have you seen Jay live? Live?
Not live, I haven't, but I
No.
understand what you're talking about. Tell the people what J Live does on
So
this triple threat.
Jay live is a triple threat. He loops the beat with his microphone on a stand in front of his turntable. So he'll dun 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 run it back as he's emceeing, cuts the fader, loops it back up, and then loops the next one, and then oh, what's this? A zigga zigga? Drops it, boom, cutting, rapping, looping, all on the same two turntables and a microphone. Something to behold. I've seen it done
It,
before, I've seen it done better, but it's goddamn gold when it's done right. And I've
and
seen
that's
J Live.
just Bragging Rights, right? Where he does
That's
that, or
his.
does he do that in multiple tracks?
Yeah, he does it for that. That's his track. He might do a little trick here and there, but like that's his trick. But that's his pony, his pony, if you will. If you will. Word of the day.
What is the what sample? Do you know what he's doing that with?
I'm not sure what record that is, to be honest with you. I knew at one point. I think I looked it up. I think I looked it up or came across it or read something about what it was, but
That would be cool. That would be
I think it's like
something for us to try. Like
I think it might be something like oh shit, what's the name of that band? Got a girl singer.
Climax Band.
Nah, no, it's not like hot chocolate, but what's her name?
Is it Brand New Heavies?
No, no, it'd be an old soul record. Ah,
Is it
shit,
Annette Peacock Survival?
that might be it. Yeah,
It is.
play that.
I'm on Who Sampled. Shout out to whosampled.com.
Yeah,
Um, Yeah. So you know that. When did you first learn of that track, Just? Do you recall?
Yeah, it was on what's it called? It was the Subway
New York City
mixtape
Reality
from
Check.
Premiere.
Yeah.
Premiere.
I'm gonna do
Which
a
I
tab.
which do it white blotter. Oh shit. What else was on that?
Shout out to
Do you got that?
Listerine.
Okay. So it wasn't acid?
No.
What else was on that mixtape? The Subway, what was it called? Reality
New
Check.
York Reality Check. I've got it out in my truck right now. I've got the CD.
So,
I seen the tape recently at a record shop in DC. It was like $75.
wow. Wow. So I've seen Jay live at least twice, but one time he really fucked up that track. He had it going too fast, or he couldn't keep up with his hands. You know, he was looping and scratching quicker than he was rapping.
Yeah.
But the first time I seen him do it, it was spot on, and I mean, you just get the goosebumps and shit going on.
Here's the track listing for that.
J Live bragging rights pretty much kicks it off too. Maybe that's why it stuck out to me.
Yeah, it's so good.
What's that say? Lester? G Det, Primo,
Blaster.
Voodoo, Company Flow, Shades of Brooklyn, El the
That,
Head Toucher,
yeah, that
Godfather
Elder Head Touch is
Don.
good.
I was gonna drop some Cinnabites too. That's a little bit of Godfather. Good shit, dude. So, all right, I came through with J Live bragging rights. I think it's the essence of hip hop.
It is. I hit you with a little Danny Brown.
Oh yeah,
LOL.
which is freaking good.
Yeah, it's freaking good, but it can never beat out J Live bragging rights. So
And I'll tell you what,
mucho gracias.
you
You
know,
won that round.
so before this, before I lost my arm, I went on that bike ride to Paynesville and I listened to like two or three J Live albums in its entirety, and that's, I mean, J Live is he's a gold standard artist, man, especially in hip hop. And it's weird too, cause like his one album is like completely edited clean. Speaking of
Yeah,
clean edits, I don't know if there was an option for a dirty version or if he only put up the clean version, because I know he's in tune with the children. I think he's a school teacher.
yeah,
So maybe he did it, you
yeah.
know.
That's the worst when you add one of those albums to your playlist and it's a clean version. But
Yeah,
there's
it
usually
stinks.
the dirty version out there.
Yeah, so look for that. All of the above was the record. And that's some good shit, man. I mean, J Live is he's top shelf rapper, producer, DJ, like just writer. So shots to fucking J Live, man. What's up? What's up, J Live?
What's up, J Live? Great work, homie.
Yeah, good work.
Hey, and shouts to
Keep
Danny Brown, man. He's
he's
a
doing it,
young
man.
up and comer that's really doing it, man. He's got his own style. He's from the Detroit. He's an enigma. The
He's an
guy's got two
enigma.
different
Yeah,
voices.
yeah,
He's a
he does.
maniac. He's a good writer. He's
He-
down with some weird techno style beats as well as just some golden era hip hop. I mean, I think his newest album's got a Q-tip beat. You know, he's good, man. Check him
Yeah,
out, Danny
shout
Brown.
out to Danny Brown too. What's up, Danny Brown? Hit us up.
Yeah,
Kill Tony. He was on Kill Tony before too.
he was terrible on Kill Tony. He was
Yeah,
like Tony was getting
he
so
stunk.
annoyed with him.
You know who else? You know who else stunk on Kill Tony that people say they loved was
Who's that?
Donnell Rawling.
Yeah, he was annoying.
Oh, that was so fucking bad. I would take 10 Danny Browns over that one Donnell any day. And
Yeah, I
everybody I've
agree.
ever talked to about that episode says the same thing. So I
Yeah, I
think they're
agree.
just, I think they're just scared of him when they say he's one of the best guests. They're scared.
They say he's one of the best guests at Kill Tony.
They Kill Tony and Red Band and all those I think maybe Rogan or shit. I don't know why. I think because they're all touring together with Chappelle and Dave, so they're probably losing out on some money if they decided not to take one of those guys along with them.
Right.
So J Live takes the cake. You go ahead and explain the next one if you can.
Yeah, DJ Prism. So,
Yeah,
this next round is, Midwest at its finest, I would say. You
for
know,
sure.
DJ Prism, Columbus, Ohio, right?
Yes. Well, actually, I think he's Detroit. I think he's from Detroit.
Okay.
So that was part of the reasoning putting that one there because I really wanted to kind of hang on to that one. It was in the contender for last one, but with Black Milk and Danny Brown, I kind of dropped that one in there to kind of segue towards the center of Ohio, which works when you have Camuteo on the track. Which, by the
Yeah.
way, I saw the other night. Fucking Jay Rawls getting hype in his little studio to the same track, so it's
Nice.
relevant still. This ain't just
Yes.
me.
Yeah. So, and I'm not too familiar with that track. I certainly know that track, and I like that track. And I thought that I could pair it well with some atmosphere that I had already in my collection. So I played multiples off of Atmosphere Scapegoat release, which is a treasured record of mine that I actually scored from an Atmosphere concert in
Yeah.
Minneapolis. And it was a concert that I went to not even knowing who Atmosphere was at the time. It was just a thing to do in the city, and I discovered Atmosphere. So I am gonna vote Atmosphere this round for sure. But I'm sure you've got very similar feelings about that
Yeah,
DJ Prism.
I mean, there's a few things going on with this DJ Prism track. When I walked into Atmosphere's show in Cleveland, were you there? Was it me? I think it was me and you went there at the ship. Remember?
Yeah, I remember the
Remember?
ship show.
It was
Wait,
the ship show
that ship show. I don't know. I think I only went to that ship place once though,
for
and that
Atmosphere.
was Motion Man. When we seen Motion Man there too, right? Or Cali Agents.
We saw Cali Agents and Motion Man and Hieroglyphics and Cutmaster Kurt
Yep.
and
But Atmosphere wasn't at that
Pep.
show.
No, they weren't. That was the Cali Com tour.
Yeah, that was a great show.
Is that where that was? Was that at the shipyard?
The shipyard, right? It was upstairs of that second story place in Cleveland.
Yeah, what's the name of that place? It's called was it Fantasy?
I think it was.
Fantasy.
That's a weird place.
Yeah, I was there not long ago. I can't think of it. It's right there in Lakewood.
Yep.
I know there's a couple people out there yelling at me because I saw Blueprint downstairs. There's like two of them. One's on the corner and then one's upstairs, and it's fucking the whole thing's like a red lobster. It's like an old red lobster. It's so weird.
Yeah,
And it's
that's
probably
awesome.
still like that. It was 5 years ago, for sure.
Five years. Yeah.
Fantasy.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 years ago it was definitely like that because that's when I seen a couple shows there. I saw Rasco there. Yeah, for sure. Saw Cali Agents there. Wait,
I've seen
yeah,
that. That was
Cali Agents.
CaliCom.
No, I saw Cali Agents recently
Okay.
again. Can't think if
Nice.
they were with somebody else or not.
I
I
had
think
Cali Agents on my reserve list too. I was gonna maybe pop on to this.
yeah, you could throw a Rasco in there anywhere and it would have been nice. I would have liked that.
Yep.
That's too bad you didn't because he's from Cleveland, but he also gets that W. He gets that W stamp, standard. So.
That's
So
right.
number 10, we're arguing over that one, and I'm not bowing down yet, but I do remember walking into I think it was an Atmosphere show. Maybe I think it had to have been an Atmosphere show, but I seen like the dudes from E.com were in the stage, and I remember walking in there and they were playing that song, and this dude it was Toby, the dude with the dreads at the time. He was just like totally y'all, the DJ was playing the track and like he was just fucking fired up about it. And I was like, we had a moment, we like looked at each other, it was like, this shit is going hard, you know? And then he was like, here, buy my CD. I was like, nah, I'm good. But then he ended up, I said, just let me get the CD, you know? And he's like, here's the CD. You know, I played it. I was like, damn, I could have bought the CD because this shit's good. You know, E.com comes through.
Huh.
Haiku and Siege.
Yeah.
Brandon and Toby. Brandon Terry.
Nice.
They're good. But K Mateo, DJ Prism. DJ Prism gave me a beat CD when he was at Nyapingi. And he had the like 3MS posse on that same beat pretty much, but a little mixed down a little differently. But I was like, oh shit. So like, you know, that must have been before Camus laid it down and sold it. So yeah, I can't go with it, but we'll put that out there for the digital world to maybe vote on. Good
Yeah,
luck.
that's a
Good
tough one,
luck.
because I feel pretty strongly against for the Atmosphere one for sure, and I'm sure
See,
you feel the same way about the Prism.
yeah, I think there's some Atmosphere songs that could have hit a little harder than that one if to contend. But good
Yeah,
luck with that. Camus and Prism, rest in peace, both of them. They reign victorious on that, in my opinion. Round 11. Get
round
this.
11,
Where did you first discover Jurassic 5?
Pittsburgh, Brave New World Record Shop, Pittsburgh.
So,
I
would you
think it was
just
a
buy it?
random. I think it might have been a random buy. That or maybe Corey bought it or knew about it or something. But I remember buying the EP in Pittsburgh and just freaking going nuts over it.
What were you driving at that time?
I was driving probably probably that little blue car that you wrapped around a pole, maybe.
I don't know. I was wondering.
Maybe I don't know.
Because I remember you were probably what, 18, 19?
I was 19 or yeah, 19, 18, 19. Yep.
So I was like 14 years old. I remember you said, here, take my keys and put this on, play, just go around the block and listen to this CD. And it was the Jurassic 5 EP. And I was like,
It might have been the Caprice, the two-door Caprice actually.
see, I couldn't recall what it was.
I remember Jurgen and I went to Chicago on a trip, and I think we took the Caprice and we bumped that J5 a lot.
So I remember taking that car and like going down the hill and I hear dun 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 dun. I was like, oh, what's this? And then they started singing, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then the beat comes in, and I was just like, damn, man, you could tell like. And then he had that kind of like the melody to it, don't give up the fight, like the Bob Marley kind of thing. And Charlie Tune, dude, like it blew my fucking mind. I like slowed down because I didn't want it to end. You're probably freaking out. You're probably playing basketball or kick flipping in the driveway while you let me drive your car at 14 years old.
Yeah, I
I,
don't
I probably
remember that at all.
I probably drove right past you too and went and did another lap because like I just remember you're like you come and got me out of the house too. Like you're like, here, take the car, go around the block, listen to the CD. So I was like, I wasn't gonna argue with that.
Yeah.
I was like,
No, that's some good stuff there.
and it was a CD too, right? It wasn't a tape.
Nope, I had the CD.
Yeah. You still got that CD?
I do.
I bet you there's some value to that original press type shit.
I wonder. J5, what was it called?
Just
EP,
J5
CD.
EP.
There it is. Album by Jurassic 5, Amazon. Yeah, not too much value on Amazon. 17 used for $2.10.
That surprises me. You can't
Yeah,
even
it's
get
probably
that. Like,
maybe a reprint or something. It was on Interscope Records. In the Flesh, Quality Control,
yeah, quality control.
Less Than 6 We Are. Action Satisfaction. So great. Nice little interludes
Yeah,
all throughout that.
yeah. What do you mean? And it's just so short too. It's probably a 20-minute record.
That was a great record shop. Brave New World. I don't know if
Yeah.
you remember going to the one
Oakland on the
in
second floor.
Oakland's second floor. It might have been that one that I bought that. Before they were in Oakland on the second floor, they were down the street from my apartment in Oakland, and next to like a movie rental place, and that was a pretty cool spot. I don't think I purchased it from that one though, but that was a great record shop. You go in and they had all the best new stuff, man. Sound Bombing album I got there.
Which is a good album.
Yeah, Sound Bombing
Probably.
2, I believe it was, and 1.
Yeah, Sound Bombing 2 is my favorite. That might be one of the best like mixtapes that I could think of, like mass produced popular mixtapes.
So what do you think then? Just you played J5's Golden,
I
Jurassic 5
played I
Golden
played
off of that,
J5's What's Golden, yeah.
and then I hit you with some hieroglyphics at the helm.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That at
What
the helm is top 10 of mine
ooh.
for sure. It's a
Ooh. You
hieroglyphics
know what?
album.
You got me. You got me, man. I'm gonna have to bow down because I was looking for that record and I thought about that record even before, I even started looking at anything.
That song is great. I mean,
Yeah, that's a win.
motivational. It hits hard. The beat is intense.
Who
You
produces
know,
that one? That's
Domino.
Domino. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
So good.
fucking good. That's a
So good.
good
How's
one.
it going? Um,
Life is a blast when you know what you're doing. Best to know what you're doing for your life gets ruined. Life is a thrill when your skill is developed. If you ain't got a skill or trade, then shut the hell up.
ooh,
Yeah, that's good.
motivational. He's
It's
dealt the
good.
Homo sapiens, telling us we can be doctors, lawyers, plumbers, whatever we want.
And
He's given us
you could
the
be a you could be a rapper, actor, gun clapper, pastor, doctor, lawyer, fireman.
a lawyer,
It's your world. You control it.
so you
That shit
control
is
it.
good. That
That
shit
is
is
such a
not to
good song.
mention the positive, point you do get points for PMA in this world.
You do PMA all the way.
Yeah, I mean, what's golden's pretty goddamn good too.
Yeah, those went back to back pretty well. Like, have you listened to that Apple playlist I made of this
I
playlist?
don't think I've got through the whole thing. Nah, I
It
got
plays
to,
pretty
huh?
well. It's a fun listen.
Hit the stage, I rage and I'm rolling.
All right, so we're down to the final round.
Down to the gritty nitty. Go ahead, man. Talk on it, because I don't, for some reason, have that final round listed.
So the final rounds, and this is one that I had in my collection to play potentially was LL Cool J's "Mama Said Knock You Out."
Oh yeah, that's what it
I
was.
had it queued up on 45. I was gonna spin it on a 45.
Yeah,
That
that
would
would have
have
been
made
good.
I only played two 45s this whole
Yeah,
set.
that would have been good.
That would have been number 3 if I played it. But you hit it, man. That's a classic. I mean, that one gets you pumped up.
It does. I mean,
Todd Smith, Mama Said Knock You Out.
yeah, that's good. Bike riding through the bad side of town music right there.
I used to skateboard my ass off to that. Oh man, that was my joint. That and Booming System.
Yeah, Booming System's good too, man.
But you got the video. I mean, you think of the imagery of that video. That was that would
Come
come
on,
on
man.
MTV. Oh
I remember
man, you
I remember watching it with mom too. Like, I don't know why she was there, but mom sat down and watched. I was like, Watch this," because like he was rapping into that mic, and for some reason, man, he had this shit hanging off his armpit hairs.
oh yeah, little white
P- the
dingleberries.
potatoes, man. Mom called them potatoes.
Ugh, that was gross.
What the fuck, man? Come on, LL. kind
You'd
of
think they
shit
would
you
have
got?
edited that out or let them know.
Oh, yeah, like go wipe your armpits off, Duke. Shit's funky.
We should call into his Sirius satellite radio show and ask him about what he thinks about that. Looking
Yeah,
back.
what's up with the what's up with that shit hanging on your armpits, man? Hi, is this LL? Yeah. What's up? But like, what's with your
So
armpits, man? So would you
I tried
come?
to I tried to hang in there this round. I threw in Eric B and Rakim, Juice, Know the Ledge. I don't think
That's
it
good.
doesn't take LL Cool J, but
Nah, it
it's a
doesn't.
good song.
It's a good song.
Good
It's a
stuff.
really, really, really good song.
Love that. I don't like too many Eric B and Rakim songs, to be honest with you.
I'm on the same boat, man. They
I'm
do got
not a
some
big
good
fan.
songs.
Like that's
They
my
got four
favorite
good
Eric B and
songs.
Rakim song ever.
Mine's Eric B for president. Because I like to say Eric P for president.
I'm just not a fan of. I'm just not a big fan. They got
He's
some of their beats are a little more spacey and techno-y and
yeah,
dancey, and
yeah, totally overrated. Totally
I agree.
overrated.
I agree. But that
He's
juice,
just because just because Rakim doesn't, he didn't get the chance to say some wild shit, some weird shit. He didn't put out enough music to fuck up a little bit more. Like
I agree.
KRS-One did. He put out some suspect tracks. He had that fucking gospel hip hop shit going on. He had spiritual minded. Remember that?
Yeah.
Look that up. See if that's available. But plus he like stuck up for Africa Bambaataa and his fucking tiddly. You know, like KRS is out there, man. He says a lot of shit. But like Rakim, he's just like, here, I'm gonna put this out here, and it goes for 15 years. He's got he's got like 5 good songs, 5 bangers,
Yep. I would
five.
agree. I can't even. I can't. I don't know. I know two of them.
Eric B. Eric B. for president. I came in the door, said it
That's good.
before. There's that one. Then there's that one album, the 18th Letter. There's a
Yeah.
couple good ones on that. That's a good album. You ever listen to that?
It's been a while. Maybe I'll revisit Rakim.
Yeah, give that album a listen. Don't go too hard because you're gonna get let down again. He's got a lot
Yeah.
of stinkers. This Eric B and Rakim got a lot of stinkers. I don't know why they're so anointed.
I don't either.
So tallying up here, man. What I play after that? What I sneak in there?
The
Funky
DOC is
enough.
funky enough.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Oh yeah.
That's a good song. It's a good intro. Ah ha ha. Wait, that ain't it. How's that start? Yeah. So tallying up, man. Round one, ego trip. I won. Round two, Easy E loses to Dr. Dre. Number three, this is Dre 187 versus Q-Tip.
You
I
gotta give
mean
it
that.
to 187.
Yeah, I will. Round four, Busta Rhymes versus Q-Tip. Wait, what?
Black Moon.
Busta Rhymes versus Black Moon. That's Busta.
Busta.
Did,
It's
did, did
close
we
though.
did
I
we
really
agree on
love
that?
that Black Moon song.
Okay, I'm gonna play those back to back for a while. Round
But I
five.
mean, I think the Busta Rhymes track certainly meets the criteria of winning the round.
I think so too. Rounds 5 and 6. I came away with the Bussa. What was it?
You
What's
get
going
the
on
Ghetto
here?
Boys and Alcoholics
There it is. Ghetto Boys and Alcoholics, and then you jab back at
beating
me
out.
with the Beastie Boys or BDP Cypress Hill.
That's right.
That's good. And then right around there, I wanted to sorry, so 9. What did we do after that? My notes are fucked.
You get
Bragging rights.
J Live and Danny Brown.
J Live takes it. What's round
and
10?
then I guess that would have been the DJ Prism and Atmosphere.
Yeah, we're gonna put that out there. I want to see what.
That could be yeah, that could either be put out there or will count it as a draw.
Yeah, we could do a draw. We'll do a draw, but would still like to see what happens. Round 11.
J5 and Hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphics
Hieroglyphics
takes
with
it,
the
man.
win.
Hieroglyphics wins ultimately too. I mean, just the legacy. It's a legacy win too. It's a legacy
That's
win,
right.
which J5 is in the running for, having been a consistent band all these years. You get super duper points for that shit in my world.
Well,
Being a,
J5's no longer even a group though, are they?
I mean, they're not though, right? Did they break
Uh-huh.
up? Is there any weird, I bet you they can still get it in.
They should put something out.
Yeah, they should. I know they all do shit. I don't know what Mark Seven's doing.
Yeah.
He's probably a soccer coach. And then round 12, man, I hit you with that devastating blow.
Mama knocked me out.
Mama
Mama
knocked you the
knocked me
fuck
out. That was a
out.
knockout punch. That was a Mike Tyson knockout.
That's a 8-6. 8-6. Wait.
That's
One,
pretty
two,
close. Can't be 8-6.
1, 2, 3, 4. 8-4, man. I killed you.
8-4. Damn.
Yeah, man. I killed you.
Damn.
That's good. Maybe
Well, you're kind of double. You're counting
oh
8-4.
yeah, because there was a draw. I counted the draw. So it would have been a 7-3 with a draw.
Yeah. Well, that was fun. I
Wait,
think.
that ain't right. That ain't right either. What the fuck's going on here? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 7-4 with a draw. 7-4 with a draw. Not a bad run.
Yeah, it was fun. It
Not
was
a
good.
bad run.
It was a good exercise.
Yeah, we'll do that again. We'll have to do that again. Same rules, Same rules, same
Definitely. I
same
think. I think
format.
next time though. I think next time we try to do it and we take it live to the streets. We
Okay,
do it.
yeah.
We either do it on YouTube Live or we do it on Facebook Live or Instagram or whatever a bit is.
Live on the
We put it
streams.
out there, man, for the people. We'll loop people in on the socials and have them comment, and then we can
Noted.
tally those comments instead of us deciding the winners ourselves.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see who tunes in.
It sure would be. I mean, we'd have to actively, kind of promote it,
Yeah,
which
it is
I
what it
don't
is.
feel super comfortable about doing, but I don't like really putting stuff out there on the old Facebook machine, but for a good cause.
Donate. We could donate the profits.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
homeless shelter.
quarantined, man. I'm still quarantining over here with this self-infliction.
Yeah. All
I
right,
self-inflicted me
man. Well,
another 4 weeks.
we should probably wrap this sucker up because this can be a big ass file.
Yeah, let's knock this off. All right, peace,
Any
peace in the
parting
Yates,
words
man.
for the episode?
Yeah, next week I want you to study Steezo. Rest in
Steezo.
peace. Yeah, Steezo.
So studying Steezo's, that's he's part of
Crazy, Crazy Noise. Crazy Noise is the album.
all right.
It's on the Apple Music.
All right. Steezo. I'm gonna do Steezo.
Who
I'm gonna give
passed
you
away
one.
last week?
That's a good one. That sounds like a fun little one to do there for sure.
What do you got?
Let me think about that here. I'm gonna give you one to look into.
That's a good
And
that's a good one. You'll like some Steezo. 89. 89 is the year of the album. Crazy, what's it called? Crazy Noise is the album.
I'm gonna send you this. I'll send you a link to this one. See if you like it. It's some electronic African music, circa 1975 to 82.
Is this on David
Francis,
Burns' website or
no,
David Burns'
Francis
record label?
Bebe. Francis Bebe. So
Francis
it's some
Baby.
good listen. Some good listening.
That's my album.
That's your album. Our album.
How do you spell that?
Francis Bebey.
Francis Baby.
All right,
Ooh.
y'all. So we're gonna sign off. We'll be back in a week or two. Do another app. Keep them coming. Season 2 going strong. This is
Peace.
Pounce on Sounds, and we out.
We out.